Just really quickly testing to see if it tasted like cake batter too. It doesn't. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a really lovely, fantastic day. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing of one of my all-time favorite subscriptions, which is this Boxycharm right here. Well, not this one in particular, but Boxycharm as a whole. This is a $21 a month subscription, and I do believe they have started charging tax or something like that, so it might just be like a little bit more than that. But this comes with full-size products inside. You get like 5 to 6 full-size products, and there's typically some pretty decent stuff in here, so I'm pretty excited to get into it. I think I've ordered a Boxylux. Am I certain that I've ordered one? No. It's a very confusing process, but I think I might potentially also be getting a Boxylux. If it shows up to my door, I'll do an unboxing for you guys, and if it doesn't, well then I guess I won't. Anywho, so let's go ahead and get on into this box. As you guys might be able to see here, it is a little squished. And if you've been here for a while, you know that I typically don't have the best of luck with the mail. My boxes and packages tend to get smushed all the time, but this time it was no fault other than my own. I happen to have a really horrible memory, and I was afraid that I wasn't going to remember to do my Boxycharm unboxing, so I decided to set this box just smack dab in the middle of my floor so I wouldn't forget it, you know, because that's what people do. And yeah, I ended up stepping on it. So I'm really hoping that the box is the only thing that is destroyed and everything else inside is all nice and intact. Anywho, so we have the little card here that tells us the theme for the month, and it also tells us all the products on the back plus the full-size prices. The theme for the month is a lovely pun. It is "'Tis the Sea Sun" with a really cute little flamingo and a Santa hat. And now we have our little box full of goodies. So the very first thing I'm gonna pull out here is from cosmetics, and this is a, oh, I forgot, I'm not wearing any makeup because I'm gonna put all this stuff on my face. If you're wondering like, what's wrong with her face? That's what's wrong with my face. There's no makeup on it yet. So at the end of this video, I will be trying everything on in this box. Anywho, so this is from cosmetics. This is a detox activated charcoal mask, and this comes with 1.3 fluid ounces of product. Apparently you're supposed to put this on your face, leave it for about 15 minutes, and then wash it off. When I first saw this, I thought it was one of those like rip off your skin kind of charcoal masks, which I haven't done one of those in so long. The last time I did it, I swear to you, a piece got like embedded in my nose. Right after I did that mask, I was like, what's that little black thing right there in my nose? And it would not go away, and it wasn't there before the mask. So I don't know what happened. All right, moving right along. Ooh, next up we have something from Tarte. So this is a Tarteist shimmering lip paint. So I have tried the quick dry matte lip paint. I've also tried the one that was like a little more moussey, and it didn't dry down nearly as like crackly desert dry, but I have never tried a shimmering one. I got mine in the shade Insta Famous. Ooh. They were not kidding when they said shimmering. This is a very, very pretty color. I typically don't wear things this glittery on my lips. I am, however, very interested in seeing like the consistency of this. It says that's so hard for me to say. It says this is a lip paint, which reminds me of like liquid lipsticks that do dry down and are kind of matte, but it looks like a gloss. So we'll see how this ends up. Ooh, it smells like cake. Oh my gosh, it smells just like cake batter. Oh. I was gonna wait for the try on portion to test it out, but I'm just too curious. You really don't get too much out with each little bloop out of the container here. And I'm thinking this is definitely going to be some type of a gloss. It is quite sticky. Just really quickly testing to see if it tasted like cake batter too. It doesn't. All right, the next thing we have in here is something I'm pretty excited about. This looks really pretty. This is from Wonder Beauty. This is the Wondrous Dusk Till Dawn Blush and Highlight Palette. Apparently there are 3 different little colors in here. We have City Lights, Havana Nights, and Tuscan Sunrise. Those shade names kind of sound like a romance novel book series to me. I don't know why. Oh my, why won't this not open? Here is the outer packaging. It is really pretty. It's very, very faint, but this looks kind of like a sunset, like on the beach. Oh, okay. I was expecting the pans to be just like a little bit bigger than this, but here we have the 3 pans. There are all 3 of the colors. Over here is City Lights. It is a very kind of like a golden color. In the middle we have Havana Nights, and then the final one is Tuscan Sunrise. I think the only one that I might be able to use is the City Lights for a highlight. The other 2 would kind of be like maybe a shimmery blush for me. All right, the next thing we have here is from Bodyography, and this is a lip pencil in the shade Heatherberry. Don't think that's a real berry. Is it? Heatherberry.
There's no one in your contacts matching Heatherberry.
But this looks like a very nicely colored lip pencil, kind of a mauve-y nude. I do typically prefer pencils that like roll up. For some reason I'm really bad at sharpening things, and there's always like little stabby wooden bits just poking out of the lip pencil, which doesn't feel too good when you're putting it on. But that's not too big of a deal for me. I really don't wear lip pencils that much, but this one is a super pretty color. It doesn't go on like the creamiest ever, but this is a color I could definitely see myself wearing. I wear a lot of lip colors in this shade, so I like it. Ooh, okay, so I'm actually really excited about this. Next up here, we have a little palette from Suave Beauty. I love the packaging of this. It looks like super modern-y, a little bit like maybe some Picasso going on over here. This is a very cool palette, and this is called the Protege palette. I have tried a couple things from Suave Beauty before and I've liked them, so ooh, this is really pretty. I kind of like how the inside of that smells. So this is what the palette itself looks like. We have 6 eyeshadow shades, and I'm guessing maybe 2 either large pan eyeshadows or highlights. I do also really like that the palette comes with a mirror and this bends all the way back. That just also makes me happy. So over here we have the shade Era, which is beautiful. Then we have Poetic, Structure, Aesthetic, Tact, Balance, Conscience, and Theory. So this is a very... all my humanities classes are like coming to mind as I'm reading these shade names, but they look super beautiful. I'll go ahead and give you guys some swatches here. So this is Era. I put them all on my fingers out of order and now I'm not sure. So I'm thinking this one is Tact, and then we have Poetic. Yeah, so it looks like I'm literally wiping nothing on my arm. It is there, you just can't really see it. Next up is Balance, and the thumb swatch, which was a terrible idea, is Structure. Then we have Conscious, Aesthetic, and Theory. So this is a very pretty palette. Some of them are a little bit more kind of like a light creamy base, but some of the shimmer shades are absolutely beautiful. Oh, it's so sticky. Oh, just got a little bit of the gloss in my hair. It is quite sticky. Okay, so that is everything that I received in my box. Let's go ahead and look at some full-size pricing here to get an idea of the value of this box. So the very first thing we have is the Tarte Glitter Lip Paint, aka Gloss, which is $20. Then we have the Bodyography pencil, which I can't find, which is $12. Then we have the Wonder Beauty palette, which is $26. Next up is the Cosmetics Detox Activated Charcoal, which is $30. And then finally, we have the Suave Beauty Protege palette, which is $34. So let's get out the ice cream calculator and just quickly do a little bit of addition here to see what the total value of my box is. So my total value, as you guys can see here, came to $122, which is actually just a little bit more than it has been the past couple of months. And I've received 2 palettes and a lot of like makeup stuff, so I'm pretty happy with this box. I actually really like this palette, at least so far from the swatches. So I'm definitely excited to go ahead and try all the stuff on my face. However, I'm so hungry, so would it be bad if I just kind of like paused right here and went and got some like soup and then just came back and restarted from this point? I think I might just do that. I like food more than makeup on most days. Alright guys, so now we're about to move on into the try on portion again. I ate like a fistful of almonds, so I'm good to go. I'm going to zoom you guys in just a little bit. And I also suppose I could have put on like my entire base before I restarted filming this video, but I didn't think about that. Okay, I'm gonna do that really quickly and then I'll be right back. Nose contouring at its finest. Looks like I have a daggone marble stuck on the end of my nose. Okie dokie, now that I am back and I have my face on, we can go ahead and start moving into the products that came into the box. So I have went ahead and bronzed up a little bit, and I'm going to use this palette here to do the blush and highlight. Again, I think this highlight might be a tiny bit dark, so I might use a little bit of this right here from the Suave palette. I'm really not like a huge fan of how this is laid out in this little palette here. I don't like those skinny little sections. It's really hard to like get a brush in there properly and that kind of thing, but that is okay. Let me go ahead and get all blurry-eyed and I'm going to use a little brush here and pick up some Havana Nights. Okay, that was a little bit more pigmented than I thought it would be in my viewfinder. I look crazy, but I don't know, I don't think it's that bad in real life. It's just a little bit more on the pink side than I thought it would be. Okay, and now for highlight, I'm going to take Era here on just a little highlighting brush. There is literally glitter all over me. This one's like practically in my eyeball. Ooh. Oh, is that showing up on camera? All right, so that went on like kind of good. Pretty like shiny and reflective and that kind of stuff. It did very quickly dissipate. It's a little like tiny bit chalky, just like a little bit, but it still gives a pretty nice glow, so that's not too bad. Just to give it a go, I'm gonna try a little bit of the City Lights highlighter. I just do think it's gonna be a bit too deep for me. My arms are so sore. I've been doing countertop push-ups because I can't do a real one, and my arms are quaking. They're aching. They are so sore. All right, now that the base of my face is done, I'm going to move into the eyes, and I'm going to use this little palette right here. It seems like we have kind of two different color themes going on. So we have our more like purpley ones, the Theory highlight or giant eyeshadow, whichever one you want to use it for, is kind of like a lilac-y color, and these are all a little bit in like the purple family. And then down here we have more of the like bronzy golden family. I think because I'm wearing this lovely thrift store plaid, which is one of my favorite shirts of all time, I'm gonna go for the more like bronzy look, plus that's just kind of my favorite. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is just take tact on my finger. I need to learn better. There's glitter literally all over. Get out of here. But I do really like applying eyeshadow with my finger, especially if it's just a base like this, which just honestly makes a very like nice light base. It blends very well into my kind of yellowy ghost skin. I'm going to take this Morphe E23 brush and I'm going to go into Conscience here. I don't think that's Conscience. That's just a word I have a very difficult time saying. Anyway, I'm going to go into this kind of like brown shade right here, and I might kind of do what I literally do every day of my life, which is use one eyeshadow, literally one eyeshadow, and put it on into the crease, blend it up, pack it onto the lid a little bit darker. There's something about this palette. I don't know if it's like the chemicals and glue or what it is, but I like the smell of it. Okay, now I'm gonna take that same shade on my finger and I'm going to start like packing it onto the lid. I might try to jazz it up just a little bit with maybe some of this aesthetic color and that structure shade or something. I don't know. All right, so I was using aesthetic under my under eye and I kind of tried to like blend it up into here, but I'm noticing that it's just kicking off the brown shadow and it's not really sticking. So I'm just gonna pack that back down with brown and just leave it as it is. All right, so now on top of the brown, I'm trying something else. How many layers of eyeshadow can you put on one eye? I guess we're gonna try to find out. The better question is how much eyeshadow can you get underneath your eye without even noticing? So now I'm putting Balance, which is like kind of a coppery shade, on top of the dark brown. Oh, there's so much eyeshadow in my eye. Oh, all right, so here is that all done. I don't know what it looks like. Right now in the monitor, it looks like a severe black eye, but yeah, there's my eye. I'm going to do the other one off camera really quickly and see how it turns out, if it turns out any better, because there are so many different layers of eyeshadow on this eye right now. Okay guys, so the eyes are done. Am I the only one that looks like they've been finger painting after they put on makeup? But anyway, here is the eye makeup. Nothing too complicated or anything. This is kind of how I like my makeup though, a little bit like smoked out, a little bit on the grungy side just because it's the easiest to do. I did like the palette. I just really wish I hadn't have laid down a powder base before I tried it out because I feel like things just really weren't sticking very well. So next time I give this palette a go, I will just try to like leave a kind of stickier base. All right, well, let's go ahead and move on into the lips here. I have the little lip pencil. I'm just going to not talk while I line my lips. I don't even think that was my lip over there. I really like the color of this lip pencil. It is just a little bit stiff, however, and I thought it would get a little bit more creamy like as I was applying it. It is just a touch drying, but I am gonna put on that gloss that I got from Tarte if I can find it. Is that what fell? Okay, so from what I felt on the back of my hand and in my hair, this is a very sticky gloss. Oh my gosh, it smells like cake batter. But I do think it looks nice with this little lip pencil here. Okie dokie. So there is the lip pencil with the gloss on top, and I actually really like it. It's not nearly as like glittery as I thought it was gonna be. And it's not as crazy sticky as I thought it was gonna be from the back of my hand. Okie dokie, you guys. So here is the final look with everything from the box on my face. I'll take off my glasses really quick so you guys can actually see what it looks like. I can't see what it looks like, but you can. And for me personally, I really enjoyed this box. I really like this lip color. I even like the gloss. Really wasn't expecting that. But I would also love to know all of your all's thoughts and opinions. What did you think of this month's box? What did you get in your boxes? I love reading all of your all's comments. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. So just thank you so very much for watching. Please go ahead and subscribe if you would not mind. It would mean the absolute world to me. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.